What's up, guys? Red Shadow here this morning. 5:30 out here. We're going to pull our buckskin out of our bucket, start stretching on them today. Stick with us and see how we do that. Here, I just got a bolt sticking out of my clothesline here, and I found a hole around the neck of my deer hide. It's pretty thick around the neck there. So I'll just stick that bolt through the hole there, hang them up, and what I'll do is just come through, start squeezing it like this, getting all that tannin solution out where it's not dripping anymore. That's what you want. Squeeze it till it's not pouring off the hide anymore. Kind of hard to do this morning. I gotta hold this flashlight so you can see, but just to give you the gist of it there, I'm just squeezing down, pulling all the liquid out of my hide, and I got a bucket under it here to catch my tannin solution there. So I'm just going to squeeze this out till there's no more dripping left on it. Till it quits dripping, I meant. Alright guys, so after we wringed our hide out there, we just got them hung up on the clothesline here. I'm just going to let them hang here till it gets daylight, and I'll probably move it to where it's facing the sun. So daylight kicked in finally after 3 hours of waiting. This thing's still pretty moist here, so I'm just going to let it sit. The sun hasn't peeked over the tree line yet, so gonna let it hang out here, guys. You want to try to keep some clean hands when you're messing with this stuff. You can see right here, I got a little fire going behind me here. Got a little bit of soot and dust on it right here, but I'm not real worried about that. But if you're worried about it, if you're gonna try this and you're worried about it, just keep your hands washed. That's all. The real work hadn't begun yet, so once this thing starts really drying up, then it's gonna be a lot of work going on. So gonna hang out till this thing starts drying up here. Come by and pull it every 20 minutes or so, you know. Pretty much it, guys, for now. We're out here pulling on our hide here. It's about 1:30 now. Still haven't really done much, but been working on my edges. And I want to harden up faster and dry up faster, so I just come here like this. Grab a piece that's hard, and start pulling it apart like that. I'll pull it this way, that way, diagonal, you know, just working it back to soft. You'll feel when it's soft, it feels like I don't know, it's got its own texture, but it's kind of like a velvet baby blanket kind of feel, you know. You'll be able to feel it. If it's not cold to the touch, then it's probably dry. So here in the middle of the hide when I touch it, it's pretty cold, so we know that's wet. Work your edges here. Try to work into the center of the hide, kind of, you know. But that's what I'll do there. See here, we got the edges that have hardened up, started wrinkling on us there. All we do is come to it, just pull it like that. You know, we'll just work it like this, like we've been doing the rest of our edges. Pulling it, whatever it takes to get it soft, you know. That's basically what I'll do there at this point until I'm satisfied the edges are softened and dried, and then I'll move on to our beam we have driven into the ground for the middle, and we'll get to that in a little bit. That's what I'll do right there, guys. I mainly just leave it hung up right here to do this, so be able to pull it this way, you know, really far. Stretch it like that, and it stretches a good bit. You just want to keep the hide moving pretty much while it's drying, you know. So the fibers here on this hide, if I was to leave this here and let it dry, it would be hard. When it's drying, the fibers want to lock in together, kind of glue themselves together. If your hide starts to get away from you a little bit, you can always take it and save your tannin solution. I usually just dip my hand in the tannin solution, get it some on there, just rub it on the piece that's hardened up on you. But you can come into the shade with it too, like I've done here. You see all these marks right here, all these lines. That's from where the deer has been going under barbed wire fences, I think. Really nothing you could do with them at this point. Later on, you could come back with an abrasion stone, kind of hit them little spots. I kind of leave them in there, you know, for character. But you know, your edges are going to want to harden up faster, so I usually just take my edge like this, grab it, and just pull it like that. Start pulling it. And I'll go around the whole edge like that. Pull it that way, pull it this way, pull it straight to you. You know, your holes here, you want to be careful doing it like that. Catch a fingernail on it there. It hurts pretty bad. I'll just rotate the hide like this, pulling on it. See how much that's stretching right there. Double the length almost. And just keep working around the whole thing like that pretty much, you know. Whatever it takes to get it soft pretty much. This is how I do it right here, the way I'm showing. So just grab it like this. Start pulling it, you know. Pretty simple. Just takes all day, so you know, be planning on spending the whole day doing this part. So pull the whole hide too if you need to, you know. You can feel where the hide's starting to tighten up just a little bit. If you feel it into the center just a little bit, start tightening up somewhere in here. I'll just come do it like this. Just pull it all different kind of ways, you know. I'll circle the whole hide like this sometimes, pulling. And I'll spin it. Pull it again. Lay it down. Pull it this way. Just keeping the hide in motion pretty much as it's drying. You don't want to let this thing sit around too long without messing with it. Once it does start to dry pretty good. So that's how I do that. Some of these edges here are starting to get warm feeling to the hand. So they're almost dry, so keep on going. Use your legs too, you know. Spread your legs apart if you got to. If your hands get tired, I've even sat down taking my shoes off and pull it with my feet and arms, you know. So whatever it takes. Yep, takes all day to do this here. I mean, all day. Been outside since 5 this morning doing it, so. I think it's just getting now 1:30, something like that, a little after. Just constantly working your hide here. Holes right here, we'll want to get a little hard ring around it. I'll just come here and do the same thing we've been doing right there. Just working it like that. Either I'll grab the hole and just kind of pull it and, you know, rough it up a little bit, kind of. And once you feel how soft these edges get, if you're going to do this, you're going to get hooked. You're going to want to get the whole thing that soft, and you will, and you'll sit out here most of the day to do it, you know.